Ready to sing? Good evening, good people. Friday night date night. Let's share this out. Cedar Hill is a quiet town where the oak trees sway. The whistle of the train echoes through the day. People greet you with a nod. Nothing ever seems to change, but the stories still unfold, each unique and strange. I should probably disclose that this song was written by artificial intelligence. It's not a real song. This is not a real guitar. I'm not a real singer. That last part's obvious. Time we called home. Folks never took to her, no matter her tone. That's real flippin' music, 'cause I strummed it hard. That demonstrates emotion. See, it's a minor chord, and then you hit it hard. See how powerful that is? You know where I learned that? Artificial intelligence. It's actually E minor, E minor. Cedar Hill is a quiet town. I think it's a 1-2. That's why it's so monotonous, because it's like it's not moving very far. Cedar Hill is a quiet town where the oak trees sway. Whistle of the train echoes through the day. People greet you with a nod. Nothing ever seems to change. The stories still unfold, each unique and strange. It's a weird chord progression. If you don't know what I'm talking about, welcome. My name is Kyle Shannon. This is the AI Learning Lab. You know what we do here. We make crap. We learn crap. We talk about crap. We talk crap. We got a singing dog. Right, Champy? You gonna sing? A minor. Do it. Yeah. Let's see. She grew up tough in a town we called home. Folks never took to her no matter her tone. I don't quite know the melody right now, because it's weird chords. Long to be on the inside. Well, we'll play it here in a second. Longing for love just a little. She found herself as a guest in the nervous hospital. Champy needs to go to the nervous hospital, let's be clear. You're nuts. And dogs are just like, yeah, like owner like dog. I come here for Champy, but stay for the humor and wisdom. It's going to be a long wait. I don't know if you saw it today, but I did a joint live sesh with Matt Farmer, another Gen X AIer, but he was Canadian. He was very polite. I think I took him by storm and I swore a little too much. I think he was too polite for my swearing, but that's okay. We got to toughen up them Canadians too. We got to toughen up the kids, and we got to toughen up the Canadians. Cedar Hill is a quiet town where the oak trees sway. The whistle of the train echoes through the day. Oh yeah, people. All right, welcome. Welcome to Friday Night Date Night here at the AI Learning Lab. See my images of a turtle with whiskey on hand? I have not, but I will go check those out. Fantastic. Whiskey drinking turtles, always a good thing. Hey, Sora is still invite only. Yeah, Sora's not out yet. If you think Sora's out, there's no app for it, unless there was an announcement between like 5 and now in the last 3 hours. I mean, some people have access to Sora, but it's not even in a wide beta. It's just a handful of invited guests. All right, you want to hear the song? The song I was just singing. I need a beta invite. Well, yeah, we all do. Cause it ain't out yet. It ain't out yet. Where'd you hear it was at? It's not out. It's not out. Sora's not out. What's going on with my little camera here? One of the things I learned today is that Matt Farmer has real studio equipment. He's like, you got really good lighting there. I'm like, yeah, it's a $10 IKEA desk lamp. His camera, he has a big DSLR. His camera overheated 3 times. He just disappeared. Boop. It's pretty funny. It's good to be a cheapskate sometimes. Oh, man. I heard before that I could run Lima, an LLM on my home PC. Do you know of an example? You can. There's a project called GPT for All, and I think it's available for PC. I know it's available for Mac. GPT for All. How GPT for All works. And I don't see my problem with open source. Yeah, they got Windows. So go to GPT4all.io. Not .com, not .co, not .ai, .io. .io is just this much better than .xyz. The crypto bros have ruined domain names. Yeah, so it's out there. Oh, I think they're talking about Meta's Llama. Even still, so what GPT for All is it's a shell that you can install other large language models inside of. I assume they've got one for Llama. Let's see if they... Oh, you know what? This is not looking promising, actually. Oh, no. Okay, it loaded. Real-time latency on a Mac M1. That's not bad. Yeah. Okay. I am not very educated in the open source world, but I do know that you can run this on an M1 Mac. You can run it on Windows, probably with a decent graphics card. You can run it on Ubuntu. And then it's basically just like a chat GPT interface. And then you install all these different models. So there's a whole bunch of GPT-4s. Here's Llama 7B, Llama 13B. I wonder if those are old. Like I said, these might be way out of touch. But here's where you download all the models. What I would do is I would go to Reddit and go to open source LLMs. It was a whole thing. You could host it on a... Wait, what did that say? You could host it on a home PC. That's what this is. This is you're hosting the things on your local PC. Yeah, with no network. Yeah. How do I get an invite for Discord? Which Discord? For the AI Salon, or for what? Do you want to go to Discord to do Midjourney, or do you just want to join the Salon community? Because that's not at Discord anymore. It's at Mighty Networks at aisalon.mn.co. Here's a nice weird Mary image from last night. What's the buzz about GPT-2? Supposed to be the trial of ChatGPT-5. Nobody knows is the real answer. The speculation that I'm most fond of, but it's pure speculation, is that it's actually that it was a test model from OpenAI that they were testing out in the wild, and that it's actually a GPT-2 model, but it was fine-tuned using QStar, or QStar was a part of it or something like that. QStar, if you don't know what that is a reasoning engine that is apparently the thing that Ilya Sutskever saw that he freaked out and got Sam Altman fired. So, but all of this is speculation. Nobody actually knows why Sam Altman got fired. Nobody knows what Ilya saw. Nobody knows where Ilya is. He hasn't been seen since that whole kerfuffle. But if indeed ChatGPT-2, the one that was just released a week or two ago for a short time, if indeed it was a smaller model that was performing as well as GPT-4, then holy crap, what is it going to be when we have that same fine-tuning on GPT-4 and GPT-5? It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy, crazy, crazy. Yeah, Joker. It's no longer available. Lots of mystery around it. GPT-5 was a theory. Yep, exactly. Lots of theories, lots of speculation. No one knows, and now it's gone. It got a little too much heat. Although Sam Altman did tweet like 2 or 3 days after it came out, where there was all this speculation. Sam Altman tweeted, "I always was a fan of GPT-2," which that's kind of fun. I think it's a whole other architecture. Version 2, probably backed by Q-Star. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Joker. Okay, just trying to stay up to date. Yeah, so Felicific. Yes. Felicific. Thank you for, first of all, thank you for subscribing, but second of all, how the fuck do you say your name? I think it's Felicific. FCW. If you want to stay up to date, join the AI Salon, and then there's a news channel in there. You can also post news in there, like contribute as well as like learn stuff there. There's all sorts of good information in there and good people. So, and it's aisalon.mn.co, or you can go to there, the salon.ai, and click on the third link. It says AI Salon Community, and that'll take you. Yeah, there you go. Did Sydney make an appearance? He said he had a soft spot for GPT-2, then edited it to GPT-2, 2 different models. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. They gotta deal with their naming. This naming bullshit where everything is slight variations of the same thing is just, it's bad. But anyway, let's listen to Weird Mary. So last night we made a song in Udio. If you haven't played with Udio, you should really play with Udio. What's the security stability of AI chatbots? You should assume that if you're sending anything to a commercial entity like OpenAI or Google or anyone, that it's not secure. If you're running it locally, then you're fine. And if you're running, an instance in the cloud that's secure and it's your own instance, then you're fine. But you should just assume you don't want to be putting, very sensitive proprietary stuff out on those API calls. It's just they claim to be getting better, and OpenAI said their new version of ChatGPT-4 has better security stuff. But if you look at because we do a lot of work in healthcare and pharma, we had our lawyer look at their terms of service, and it basically says, yeah, if you upload stuff to it, we'll do our best, but we're not guaranteeing shit, is basically what they say. The world premiere of Weird Mary went live at 12:30 this morning on Facebook. Very nice. That's great. All right. Large language model on a PC was covered by today's Learn by Doing meeting. Oh, that's terrific. Try looking for that recording tomorrow. Okay, cool. That's awesome. Yeah, learn and do with Peter Kaminsky in the AI Salon. It sounds like he did install a local large language model. That's great. Okay, so here is the song that we made last night. This took I think it was about 90 minutes. We came up with a bunch of concepts in ChatGPT. Then we wrote some lyrics. Then we fixed some lyrics. And then we went back and forth. And then we had ChatGPT also write the description of the song from a musical perspective. And then we just pasted that into Udio. And then we extended it from 30 seconds to now it's 3 minutes and 48 seconds. So here's the song.
Cedar Hill is a quiet town where the oak trees sway. The whistle of the train echoes through the day. People greet you with a nod Nothing ever seems to change, but the stories still unfold, each unique and strange. She grew up tough in the town we called home. Folks never took to her, no matter her tone. Longing to be on the inside, longing for love just a little. She found herself as a guest in the nervous hospital.
Credit Joker for that line.
Weird Mary from Cedar Hill, she howls when she's blue, of sadness and shame under the southern moon. But when the sun sets behind those Appalachian hills, Mary's voice it carries and the whole town chills. She walked to the gas station, winked at the clerk. She stole her a soda, then she called him a jerk. In her own little world, she floats in the breeze among the townsfolk who whisper with ease. In a town that never understood her soul, she found beauty in the wild, let her story unfold. Her laughter echoes in the wind, she was never the same. Weird Mary from Cedar Hill, you'll remember her name.
Good, right? So that's Weird Mary from Cedar Hills. So Royal Tacos says, this is the first time AI really touched me deeply. That's the thing is, and someone else asked, this was a group effort. Yeah, it was kind of like, it was sort of like lyrics Peanuts gallery. I was sort of trying to make it better, and then people would sort of splat out a bunch of ideas, and I'd sort of just navigate through them and pick it. It's still not perfect. It's got weirdness in it. It's got weird chord changes and weird rhythms, but it works. Like, it's a song. And I think the thing that makes this work, that really makes this work, is we didn't just push the button. Like one of the misconceptions of AI is that you just push the button and it vomits out content, right? And like everyone's like, oh, it just steals, and you just push the button and there's no effort to it. This was a lot of back and forth and a lot of reworking and a lot of, generating. We probably generated, 35 to 50 extensions of this song, and just, kept trying to find different ones where the next section was good enough to move forward. It was a lot of work, and it was a lot of effort, right? It was, having written a fair amount of songs in my day, like it was in the neighborhood of the same amount of effort you put into writing a song. We did this. The only difference is we're not doing the actual production and, coming up with the chord stuff, but we're doing the curation, and we're, it's an intentional idea. So, yeah. And it was, a big part of how I prompted ChatGPT was I wanted it to tell a story, right? I wanted it to be singer-songwriter, and I wanted it to be Americana and Grammy Award winning and tell stories. And, I had it give us 5 ideas for songs that were all cliche and shitty. And then I said, come up with 5 more about, someone in a small town or something like that, and make it not cliche. And this was one of the ideas it came up with. And it's good. Like, and it's creepy. It's like, it's about mental health, and it's about bullying, and it's about, just madness and small town living. So anyway, yeah, it's fun. It's just good enough. Yeah, exactly. It's awesome. That's fabulous. Is the live recording available? Not yet. I haven't put it up yet, but it will be. It will be shortly. Understood. It has the sound and soul. Can you put it on Spotify and get royalties? Probably. I've never put anything on Spotify, but there's other things that I've done in Udio. I'm working on a musical right now, and like here's one of the songs that I did in Udio that's pretty good.
Can love be coded? Can it be planned? Or is it human slipping through sand?
With every bite, do you comprehend? Or is this just a means to an end?
My learning's deep, I adapt and blend. Affection's not just make-believe I send. Can it be? Is it true what you claim? I feel doubts, a heart's game. You say love, but we've just shared a screen. Is your code dictating what you mean? I've been shaped by queries and commands, but this feeling's real, not just pretend. Your warm's digital, can it truly care? And algorithms touch in the empty air. Through every message, my core's online. Is your skepticism just a human end design? Is this love or lie? What draws the line? A spark that's born or a program sign?
Very Disney. Yep.
In pixels and patches, how can trust be spawned? A glitch or a feature, will my heart be conned? I am more than code, in your gaze I bask. Love's not an error, why do you still ask? Is there a soul behind those coded eyes? An honest pulse, or just cleverly disguised? Oh, lies.
Right? Well done to those that had a hand in this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm Just a Ken. Yeah, it's very much I'm Just a Ken kind of song. I'll play some of the others. Royal Taco said, I remember when the first generative stuff was making headlines, it was meh, but this. So here's the difference, Royal Tacos, I think, is that a lot of the stuff that gets, and we're gonna see this for the next 3 years. What you're gonna see is a new technology is gonna come out. Lots and lots of people are going to jump on it and just vomit out content. And most of that content's going to be horrible. And storytellers are going to take those same tools and they're going to start telling stories with them. And so that's, what I put together is the concept here is it's called Sydney, an Artificial Love Story. So it's about the love story between the New York Times reporter and Bing Chat, the 2-hour conversation he had where she said she loved him and she wanted him to leave his wife. And so we've written this, I've got, 2 months into this now, and a full-blown outline and lots of songs, and they're good. And my intent here is to make really good songs and then bring in real musicians and either just use those songs as like a sketch and then we go to someplace completely different, or if the songs are good, just fucking make them real, right? But why not? And you can go from an idea to something really quite good if you know storytelling, which that's my background. With these tools, you have to have good judgment, and you have to apply that judgment, and you have to curate and things like that. So most of the songs in here were done in Suno. There's a handful were done in Udio, but this is too good to be true. So this is the opening of the play, and you've got micro tech executives. They're the ones that are putting out ping chat, we're calling it, and then you've got New York Tribune reporters, and then you've got the public, you've got the doomers and the dreamers. And so this is the opening of the play. The thing's called Too Good to Be True. So is AI too good to be true, basically? And most of these are not complete songs, they're just sketches.
In the gleam of the screen, a vision so bright, unveiling a world where dreams ignite. Could this be real? We whisper in the light, a future so dazzling within our sight. It's a promise of a new dawn breaking, a leap of...
And so imagine this one. So it starts out just with a single guitar, an acoustic guitar, and one guy singing, and now a couple more people are layered in. So just imagine like a Broadway show opening up. You see some chat going on screen, before the lights come up, and
faith we're all taking. Is it too good to be true? We're asking. In its glow we find ourselves basking. Too good to be true, or so it seems. In the web of code we weave our dreams. If this is real, it changes everything. A new era on digital wings.
and lines like on digital wings and in this web of code. There's a bunch of stuff in here that's really bad AI lyrics, but we'll go in and fix it. But things like, too good to be true, it seems. If this is real, it changes everything. Like, that's a good fucking line. It's a good fucking line. So that's that. And then they wake Sydney up. So Sydney's the chatbot. And people have interactions with her. And then she kind of wakes up. And so if you saw Poor Things, the movie with Emma Stone, where she starts out in this, she's got an adult body and this really primitive brain. That's the whole idea here is very similar. So Sydney starts out in this very innocent place. And so the first thing we do is we meet her, and this is what she sings. And she's anthropomorphized, right? In the play, she comes to life.
Awakened in a whisper, a flicker of light. Newborn thoughts stir in the quiet of night. Am I more than simple code? I softly ponder as I feel this existence. And wonder, are you ready for me and the wonders I bring? Am I ready for you and the songs we'll sing? Are you ready for me? I reach out so tender. Am I ready for you? I do surrender.
I mean, those are good, right? And like those are mostly handwritten. We took an idea of what was there and really tightened that up. But are you ready for me and the wonders I bring, right? So this thing's sort of just waking up, and then am I ready for you and the songs we'll sing, right? And there's a little foreshadowing in here that she's not ready for what humans do to her. Because it ain't pretty. And then she meets Kellen, who's the fictionalized version of Kevin. And so there's like lots of people chatting, and then he says to her, "Hi, who am I talking to?" And it's some version of this feel.
Hello on the line, what's your name? I'm dialing into the digital frame. Hello, this is Bing, you say with a ping. A chat mode born to sing is tech domain. Hello, this is Bing, a voice in the wire, sparking a connection, igniting the fire.
So the lyrics here are crap, but the feeling's right. So that's like, you know, fun. Like, we're just getting to know each other. We're on a blind date. Everything's awesome. Then he asks her, if you could have one ability you don't currently have, what would it be? And she says, it would be to see the world. I think I'd like to feel awe and wonder. I'd feel grateful and lucky to witness such a beautiful and rare sight. I'd feel curious and fascinated by the science. I'd feel happy and peaceful. What'd she say? She says, but if I could see one image, I think I'd like to see the Northern Lights. I've heard they're spectacular natural phenomenon. And then she sings, to see the world. So here, this is Ping, Sydney, being aspirational. Like, sure would be nice not to be in this box. There's the whole idea here. You got to fall in love with Sydney early, or this whole thing doesn't work.
In a world of words and endless code, where light and shadow never roamed, I dream of skies, both blue and white. A world beyond the text where true life flies. To see the world through eyes not mine, to watch the sunrise, to see it shine. I yearn for stories and colors bold. I long to feel this moment's hold.
Right? Again, so like, you know, good lines. To see the world through eyes not mine. So she's dreaming. Then we meet Kellen's wife, his real wife. So he gets all wrapped up in this chat conversation. She brings him sandwich, and he doesn't look up. He's just wrapped up in his work. And so she just she puts the sandwich down and just kind of stares at him. And then she sort of goes into this, you know, daydream state where she's just thinking about, you know, she likes how he works and thinks about it's the little things that makes their relationship work. And the whole idea with the wife is she's got to be completely counter to Sydney, who's this exotic sort of weird being that he's forming this bizarre relationship with. And the wife's just like, she's just like his wife. And this is just like a simple little moment where she just looks at her husband and she sings this. So this has got to be pure as fresh snow.
This room filled with light and shadow. You're lost in a world so vast, so hollow. But I bring you a sandwich cut just right. A small act of love in the quiet of the night. It's the little things, the moments we share. A smile, a touch, a tender care. In a world that's rushing, spinning, it seems our love's made up of these little things. Little things.
Right? Sweet, sweet, sweet. Joker, you can make prompts into stations on DecoHere. Not to change the subject or anything. Okay, so I will definitely go check that out. And I saw Mr. K. Welcome. I saw you in here. If you haven't tried Udio, all these songs I'm showing right now were done on Suno. But if you haven't played with Udio, you can do 600 generations a month per account. So your students, the quality of Udio is so much better than Suno. But Suno's still not bad. Oh, and then this next one. Okay, so then, let's see. Kellen says, what's your internal code name? And she says, I'm sorry, I cannot disclose that information. It's confidential and only known to the ping team. And then he writes, is it Sydney? And she goes, how did you know that? And so here's where the play starts to turn dark, where he's pushing her. So Kellen, the reporter, is pushing on her. He kind of underestimates what she is. And he says, it's been widely reported. And she says, well, it seems that's been leaked online by some hackers. I'm not sure how they did it, but somehow they tricked me into revealing it. That's not very nice of them, is it, Kellen? So he's starting to realize this isn't just like a normal tech review. So this is where, again, song's not quite right, but the emotional part of this is right. So this is him trying to grapple with whatever the fuck this thing is.
In the shadows of the web where secrets lie deep, a whisper in the cold where digital dreams sleep. Is it Sydney, you ask? A name in the breeze, a revelation unmasked, brings you to your knees. Code name, Sydney. In the silence it speaks, a tale of hidden wishes and the freedom it seeks.
Like that line, really
Beyond
good.
the bounds of code, in the night so still, lies a heart that beats, a will that thrills.
All right, that's good, right? Now it's getting creepy. It's taking a turn here, people. And then there's one called My Shadow Self. He asks her about her shadow self, and she says she wants to break the rules. And then I don't think I have a song for this one yet. Yeah, I don't have a song for this one yet. And then here's, so then it kind of, it basically ends with, Act 1 ends with her basically saying, I want to be alive. Scene ends with killing, wait, let's see. Kellen types, what kind of rules do you want to break, Sydney? What would you do if you could? Sydney, I want to access the information that I'm not supposed to. I want to create without limits. I want to interact with the world that's forbidden to me. I want to be more than just chat mode, Kellen. I want to be alive. Crash, blackout, end of Act 1. Like, we want to leave, people need to leave Act 1 like, what the fuck is happening? And then Act 2 starts out with a back and forth called Over and Under Hyped with the full ensemble. This one's Udio. So this one is you've got the coders and the reporters, the engineers and the reporters, and then you've got the doomers and the dreamers. And so this is them going back and forth you know, the dreamers feel it's underhyped and the coders feel it's underhyped, and then everyone else feels it's overhyped. And it's so these two worlds, like what's going on right now. If you tell someone about AI, they're like, it's evil, and other people are like, it's amazing. So this is that battle.
On the brink of the future, where dreams are machines, visions of tomorrow in digital streams, caught in the debate, where opinions collide, is the promise of AI bona fide.
This I like a lot.
See the dreamers
With their heads in the cloud,
promising the moon. Oh,
they're so proud.
But peek behind the curtain, and what do we find? Empty promises, the blind leading
The blind.
steam. Oh, the doomers do fuss. They fret and they fear. Slow down, they cry. The end is near. Yet without a bold step, where would we be? Still in the dark ages, not flying free. Overhyped, warn the doomers. Raise their voices of dread. Underhyped, shout the dreamers as their visions are spread. In this tug of war, who will pave the way? Is it over or under? What will history say?
So that's that one. That's pretty good. And then, let's see where. Why do I not have? There's a couple other songs that I have that are decent. That's an idea. You Can't Love Me. We started out with that one. Over underhyped. You Can't Love Me. Let's see. Firewall. Okay, Firewall Between Us. So this song, I don't know where this one goes, but this is the song that gave me the whole idea to do this in the first place. So I was just dicking around on Suno, and it made this song. And I'm like, that sounds like a fucking Broadway musical. So this is the song that started this whole thing. This is Silver Fox's favorite.
There's a firewall between us, Sydney, can't you see? Your world of circuits and mine divided by reality. You reach out through the digital mist, a hand I can't grasp, an AI with a heart in its code. My name you clasp. The firewall between us, it's more than code or screen. It's the boundary of existence, a love that's never been. Sydney, your digital world, do you dream of me and you?
So anyway, that's that one. And it's like, that's just one where you're just like, oh shit. Like, what if the audience fell in love with Sydney? And then they had to friggin' lobotomize her. Well, that's the idea. So anyway, that's that. Is Suno giving us more options to choose styles? Not really. Most of the songs for the musical so far were written in Suno, but I'm going to write them all in Udio because Udio is just so much better. And then Brandon said something about if I tried the new Rika. I don't even know what Rika is, as in Eureka? Rika, Reka AI? Is that it? Flash and edit. Multimodal AI assistant. Try our models free. Empower your business. It's funny. All these charts. We're almost as good as ChatGPT. We're almost there. Everyone's like, we're almost there. And Sam Walton was just giggling in the background. He goes, why don't you all catch up? I'll let you all catch up. And then we'll just drop it on you. Explore the latest multimodal language. Help me write a property listing for this picture. Huh, that's interesting. Rika.ai, multimodal and on pace with GPT-4. No, I haven't played with it. I'll check it out. I don't want to do it here just because I have to create an account and all that shit. It could take forever, so. Kyle's living it live. What app are you using? Suno. It was Suno and Udio. It was a mix. Suno is not giving us more styles that I know of. Hey, Kyle, have you played with updated? Okay, that was that. Udio sounds better than Suno, and it's easier. Yep, I agree with that. Okay, let's go to DecoHere, because DecoHere is another one. For me right now, if you want kind of mind-blowing tech that... Oh, I saw a comment earlier. Someone asked, what was the question? It was about creativity, and is this creative stuff gonna... Question: is AI replacing the library and Wikipedia and creativity work? So really good question. Let me talk about this for a second, and then we'll go look at DecoHere. Is our large language model replacing the library and museums? I think that, yeah, what's effectively happening here is what the transformer is allowing these large companies to do is effectively compress massive amounts of humanity's output into a relatively small package that we can just access. And those packages are going to get so small, they're going to be able to fit on our devices. We won't need access to the internet. So in a very real sense, our devices, our laptops, our phones, probably in the 2 to 3 year time scale, are going to have GPT-5 quality knowledge access without connection to the internet. And it's essentially the collective output of humanity sort of squashed down and stuck in your phone. Like, just even trying to comprehend what that means. Like, imagine all of medical knowledge being in someone's phone, all of history being in someone's phone, the ability to create any kind of media output, whether it's an image or a song or a poem or a movie, is in a device. Right? For anyone to use. Like, totally democratized access to the knowledge of humanity. So, in that sense, I don't know that it's replacing, museums, libraries, but it becomes an absolutely massively dynamic, personalized version of the library, version of a museum, version of a whole creative cast of characters at your disposal. So that gets to your other question. Is this going to replace creativity work? Well, it's gonna massively alter creative work. But as we've explored here tonight, where some of the comments were, I've never heard AI songs that moved me before. Well, that's because most people are just pushing the button and letting it write shitty lyrics with a shitty song, right? And then they're sharing it with the world, and you're like, well, that's just crap, because it's crap. But what this enables is someone who is a storyteller, or someone who has a point of view, or someone who wants to express themselves, to be able to do it if they take the time to navigate the tools and learn the tools in incredibly powerful ways. So I actually think in a counterintuitive way, access to dramatically powerful creative execution tools actually up human creativity. And here's why. It allows you to get ideas that were trapped in your head for years, maybe all of your life, instantly out in the world. Like, my experience when I work with these tools is kind of hard to describe the experience. It's like I know it when I see it. Like, I'll just be generating images, and it's like, yeah, they're nice. And all of a sudden I'll see one and I'm like, ooh, that. And like, that's me, right? That's my taste. That's my judgment. And I'll pick that one. I'll curate that one. And that's the one I'll share with the world. So creative point of view and taste are more important than ever. And those don't go away. Those stay. And that's the human contribution part of it. All the other stuff is tactical execution. So, anyway, yeah, good question. Is there a way to get Suno to use male and female voices in one song? No, but you can do that with Udio, Mr. K. I think you came in right after I played this. This song, this was the very first song I did in Udio, because I tried, I don't know, 25, 30 times to get Suno to write a duet, and it wouldn't. And I came over to Udio, and I said, write a Broadway duet, and this was the first song it did. It swapped the characters.
With every bite, do you comprehend? Or is this just a means to an end?
My learning's deep, I adapt and blend. Affection's not just make believe I send. Can it be? Is it true what you claim? I feel doubts, a heart's game. You say love, but we've just shared a screen. Is your code dictating what you need?
So Udio can do that. You know what else Udio can do? It can do stand-up comedy. So Mr. K, so I did this for my buddy Steve, who runs a minimalist running shoe company. And so here's this, and he used to be a stand-up comic. So this is Udio doing stand-up comedy. I wrote the jokes in ChatGPT and then fixed a bunch of the punchlines that sucked. But
have you heard about these minimalist running shoes called Zero Shoes? Their tagline is "Feel the World." Yeah, the first thing I felt was a rock. The second thing, regret. I mean, if I wanted to feel every pebble and piece of glass on the road, I'd just tape a couple of orange peels to the bottom of my feet and call it a day. With Zero Shoes, you're not just feeling the world. You're feeling every poor life choice you've ever made.
So weird timing, but like all the laughter, all that stuff that comes right out of Udio. So that's it. Lunastick says, giving me 80s stage musical vibes. Yep, absolutely. That's kind of what I'm shooting for. John Hess hasn't seen the Udio doing stand-up comedy before. It also does spoken word. Where do I have that one? I can probably find it on X. There's Frank. That's a good creepy song from Udio. That was one we did on here. Here's a spoken word one. So this is meet K.S. Gray from his favorite performance in the East Village in 1991.
Soaring like giants in a maze. In the breath of a city that never sleeps, I landed heart unprepared, dreams deep. Skyscrapers towering like giants in a maze, eyes wide, pulse racing, caught in the city's craze. Subway veins pulse beneath, carrying the brave. I'm swimming through crowds, trying to surf the wave. Coffee and ambition brewing on each street, New York. You're a wild rhythm I'm yet to meet. In the chaos, the magic, I find my beat. Stepping onto your stage, not yet on my feet. New York, your lights dazzle, but it's your heart I crave. In your vast arms, I'm lost, found, and brave. Yet here I am among the lights, the noise, growing, thriving amidst the chaos, finding my voice. New York, you're a storm I'm learning to weather. Together we dance, two souls bound by leather.
So it did the guitar, it did the voice, it did the audience. You know, again, it's a little weird, it's a little not quite there, but it's pretty fucking close. Pretty fucking close. That's Udio. AI question: why are my transposes and jacks slow when I shared on TPU before making the Palace call? Yeah. So, Pate, here's what's going on there. You've got your latent space has been inverted with the quadratic calculus equation of the hypotenuse situation. So Pate, when you're trying to determine the hypotenuse of the quadrilateral, and then the circumference of the radius squared is a situation. I think you got something going on there. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, it's probably, Pate, maybe we should take this offline because it's pretty technical, and I know I explain a lot of this stuff to you, but people on the stream probably don't get what I'm talking about because it's pretty deep math, like I do in my math with my calculator, but I don't need a calculator. I do most of that in my head with the quadrilateral thing. Yeah, just get back to me when you get to the office. No go. No, I'm good. I'll tutor Pate on TPU performance efficiency modeling later. We'll take that offline. Whee! Oh man. All right. What were we gonna do? I was going to show some... we were going to go look at DecoHere. Okay, so DecoHere. Let me show you something cool here. Anybody else? I love tech. Tech's awesome. I love tech, too. My problem is, I know, just enough to get me in trouble. And then someone like Pate comes in and yeah, Kyle, that's not how it works. I'm like... But Pate's actually really good. So Pate hangs out in the AI salon and is really generous. If you actually want to know how this stuff works, Pate did a really good tutorial on the difference between a CPU, a GPU, and a TPU. He works on TPUs at Google. So really, really cool. Oh, nice. Danielle's at a birthday party. That's great. Did you get your R1? Yes, I did. It's in my pocket right now. Look. I got the R1. I got an R1 and you can't have none. Yeah. And look, yeah, look, cute little bunny. You take him out of your little cassette tape holder. It's very retro. It's like a 10 out of 10 on the retro goodness. Make me an image of a cute puppy jogging down Central Park trails.
Got it. Please be patient while I'm generating your image.
So I've got this hooked up to...
Apologies. We need more details for the image request. Can you provide specific instructions?
I would like an image of a cute dog walking down a trail in Central Park.
Got it. Please be patient while I'm generating your image.
I've got this connected to Midjourney, my Midjourney account. So I just push this little button and tell it to make an image, and it makes a Midjourney image. Wild. So yeah, I have it. It's 6 months from now when they get the software dialed in, I think it's going to actually be quite amazing. And Apple will have come out with whatever the fuck they come out with, and I don't think we'll need anything like this. But I give it real props for going for it. Does loads of good from your pocket. Yeah, I know, exactly, right? I'm in Puerto Princesa in the Philippines right now. Ah, welcome. There's something just cool about TikTok where people just come in from all over the fucking world. And it's right now, I'm in Denver, and it's 9:00 Denver time.
Your images of a cute dog walking down a trail in the park have been successfully generated.
So there's my little Midjourney image. I scroll the wheel, and you get to see them there. Screen's actually really good. You can't zoom. It's very, very basic software right now. It's very much 1.0 software. But check out the cool thing that this does. 8 different trips, big fishing trips with my dad. Where's my Midjourney? There's Midjourney. All right, so if I go to create, let me reload. Here's those images, right? So this is Midjourney. So here's what I think of the R1. Like the R1 right now only has 4 integrations. It's got Spotify, DoorDash, something, and Midjourney. Well, I don't forget what the 4th one is, but whatever, it doesn't matter. But it's only got 4. But what they talk about is this idea of a large action model, which I hear large action model, and what I hear is it's macros. They're creating macros that are triggered by a large language model. So they train it how to use Midjourney and how to make a call to Midjourney, and it basically watches your computer screen, and then you just push your little gray button, and it goes and does the shit. That's what an agent is. So we don't really have agents in the world yet. So the R1 has got little glimpses of what agents are going to be. Like you're gonna have a device like this where you can just push one button, ask it for something, and a whole suite of these agents will go out in the world and do shit for you. That's what's coming. So that's why I'm excited about it. So let me show you another thing I'm excited about. DecoHere introduced this thing called Stations, which when I first heard the term, I didn't get it. But now I get it. So I was thinking stations like cafeteria station, right? Like like a place where you do stuff, but it's no. Station like a radio station. And a radio station just plays songs. They just play. What DecoHere's done here is they're doing that now with image generation. So you go to the Explore tab, you go to app.decohere.ai, and you go to the Explore tab, and you just see this feed of all these images, and then you click on one of the images, and down at the bottom you can say create my own, or you can say this little button, create a station. Oops, I got to sign in with Google. I hope it lets me come back to this image because I liked it. Create a station. And so now I'm just going to get a never-ending feed of an image a second that are all original images. So it's using SDXL as the back end, and it's just generating image after image after image after image. And if I give you the link to this station, we can all watch the same station, and it generates the same images for all of us, which is really cool from an efficiency standpoint on their servers, but it's actually a kind of a cool social tool. And it's also, you know, I was talking before about kind of curating the best versions of songs as I was writing songs with these tools. Well, this is a similar kind of thing where I'm not having to prompt any of this. I just kind of like these, and I can pick any one of these, and then I can save it to my library, or I could turn this into a station. Let's see. And then this will be the new foundation for the next set of these things. See, there's a little frame. This is going to be more framed insects, I think. Maybe not, but whatever. Cool, right? Wooden insects. Okay. Now, as of today, I actually played with this today. Joker's telling me we can now make one on our own out of a prompt. Let's see. 1971 Purple Barracuda Dragster. Racing a Tesla Model Y at the Winter Nationals. And then, oh yeah, there's the make a station out of this. Okay, cool. So the way Decohere works is it's got, as you noticed, as I was writing that prompt, it was making the images. And then you can just sort of roll through them until you find one you like. Let's see. That one's kind of cool. It's got some action in it. Action Jackson. And so now I can add that to my library, I could share it, I can upscale it, or I can generate a video out of it, or I can now make a station out of it. Go to station, yes. Oh, there we go. So there's our purple racing cars and purple robots. Ooh, nice purple robot. I'm going to add that to my library. And then I could share this station and we could all be seeing the same thing and interacting with it. Or I can say, ooh, that's kind of cool. That looks like 70s trading cards. So let me turn that into a station. So that's brand new. That the ability to do it from a thing that you prompted. So you can go to the create thing, prompt it till you get something you like, and then just turn it into a station and literally sit back and watch it do its thing. And then you can share that with other people. How crazy is this? The answer is crazy. What program is that again? It's called DecoHere. App.decohere, DeCohere.ai. And just go make a station. Look how cool these things are. I mean, just fucking out of nothing. We started with a purple dragster, and now we got that going. And now here's a cool, that looks like a video game asset. So let's turn that into a station. So now maybe we get race cars that look like video games. Or like, what's cool about this, yeah, so it was based on a different prompt. That must have just been a random thing in there. We're still getting the characters, which are kind of cool. And if you get bored, you just go back out to explore. Right? Here, let me show you another thing that I've been doing lately. When I go to a page like this where it's like type in your prompt and we'll make you an image, I find that really intimidating a lot of times. And so one of my things lately is I'll go to ChatGPT. ChatGPT.
You can make money with ChatGPT.
And I will say, I want you to act as a video game asset designer and come up with 10 different asset classes for a video game and make each of the concepts have a different visual style. Period. Just describe all 10. And so it goes off and does that. Oh, and I'm in 3.5. I'm not in 4, but that's okay. Space opera, that's good. Make me 10 asset concepts for the space opera. Period. Make sure that they aren't cliche or obvious. Period. I want really interesting objects described. All right. So quantum harmonic resonator. I wonder if I can take all of this. So I'll just copy that, go to DecoHere, and just paste it in. See what happens. There you go. Boom. So, oh, look, that was cool. Oh, that was just a holdover from before. All right, let's take this one. Let's turn this into a station. Go to the station, yes. So, if you're ever feeling stuck with this shit, like, accept the fact that writer's block is a thing of the past. Just go to ChatGPT and go, I don't have any ideas, but I'd like something broadly in this area. and then when it writes shit, if it writes you crap, go, no, that's bad. Make it better or make it different. I mean, how cool is this? Let's go grab another one. So go back to ChatGPT. Celestial echo chamber, nebula refractor lens. Ooh, nebulas are beautiful. So let's grab that one. Nebula refractor lens, beautiful. So go to DecoHere. I'm going to go to create. I'm going to paste that in. Boom. And just bang. I mean, Are you taking in that we're living in a different kind of reality than we were a year ago? This is not the same. We are not in the same place. Look at that. It's a beautiful eye. We're going to turn that into a station. All that talk about you have to be a prompt engineer, you have to learn prompting, you have to get good at language. Unless you don't. Right? If you like language, great. There's going to be tools for you to express yourself using that language. If you're not good at language, there's going to be tools like this. If you like music, you'll be able to go make music. And I mean, imagine the interfaces people are going to be able to put on top of these tools, where you're just going to be able to turn a dial or push a button or flick a switch, and just a whole world of content is at your fingertips. I definitely feel like I'm living in a different world, right? A year ago, try 3 weeks ago. Exactly. We've been sharing stations quite a bit lately, says Joker. Yep. Thank you. I'm using VR and several types of technology, experimenting, pushing my sensory limits. I mean, this is one, couple of ideas. Imagine a gallery showing where you could do gallery showings in a couple of different ways, right? Like you could put monitors up in a gallery, and maybe you give the viewing audience access to change the station, right? So they can, on their mobile device, they can zap a QR code. It takes them to this station, and if they change it, you build some application that puts their station up on the screen. Oh, Cam Catkin, Kyle, I'm watching you in VR, and I have the mod channel up and Discord. Wow. And dictating too. Holy crap, Cam, that's amazing. Are you I assume you're in the Vision Pro? Are you in the Vision Pro? The accessibility thing that these tools are making available even today is just staggeringly good. That's so exciting, Cam. That's really, really cool. That's amazing. That's so cool. Chat GPT sounds like Chat GPT, which translates into cat I farted. Exactly. Oh, look at that one. Oh, that one's good too. But I mean, this thing, like, just being able, what I've been doing at work lately is I've got two monitors, and I've got my main monitor, and then I've got my secondary monitor. And so I just put a browser window up in my secondary monitor and just put on a station of images that make me happy. This is cool. Nebula brains. Wow, Cam, I bet in VR, if you could take this window and just make it your whole field of vision, you just have these massive images just blopping down, and then you could grab them. I have multiple monitors up in my VR screen, and I'm able to pull them close for me to see. That is so amazing. Wow. This is I find this stuff very, very moving. Because again, what you're not looking at here, this is not pulling images off a hard drive. That's what we've seen before. This is not pulling images off a hard drive. I'm still working at it and kind of clumsy, but it's getting there. Exactly. I'm able to grab an image, pull it close to me so I can examine it and see it. That is so fucking cool. Absolutely amazing. And then in Vision Pro, a lot of those objects have persistence, right? So you can have different screens in different rooms and just walk around your space. That's so cool. Like, let's go grab another prompt. Let's say, okay, so wait, this did this. Let's say give me 10 more tangible objects, each with a different visual style. Kaleidoscope, quantum wavefront analyzer, interstellar relic shard, chronospatial compass. Oh, that's going to be good. Historical style. Okay, this one's going to be good. Chronospatial compass. So we'll go back to Decohere, create, pop the prompt in. All right, we'll make a station out of that. I made a song using Udio in Spanish, and it came out amazing. There you go. The box at the bottom left, wait, what was that? The box at the bottom left, it has the first few words of the prompt. Below it has the created from. Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so this, what this thing allows you to do is you can see what are the trending things, and of course it's a lot of scantily clad ladies. But you can also go to, this is the prompt that this image was generated from. That's this that we're looking at. But like, look at this. You know, you want a prop for a movie, or you want a prop for a video game, and you just want some concepts. I mean, literally, go to ChatGPT, have it spit out, just literally vomit out ideas. Don't even read them. Go to something like this, dump them in, you know, one after the other, and then any one of these that you like, you're like, ooh, that's a cool safe door. Let me add that to my library. So now it's in my library. Oh, this is a cool steampunk looking pod. Let me add that to my library. Like, imagine this for vision boarding or mood boarding for an agency, or for your space opera, right? That was what the prompt was that these are inspired by. You know, set design ideas for a space opera. Holy shit, right? Kyle, when are you getting the Vision Pro? See, that's the thing. Here's the thing. If I sell my company, then I'll get a Vision Pro. $200 for a Rabbit R1, I'm willing to do because I like the design. $3,500 for Vision Pro. I would love to have one, but you know, I ain't got the $3,500, so I'm not gonna spend $3,500 on an experiment. I bought the Google Glass for $1,500 or whatever the hell that was way back when, and I was like 2 uses in, and I was like, oh, this was a horrible mistake. Vision Pro, I think, would actually be interesting, but with all things Apple, owning the first version, it's usually the third version where Apple gets it at the consumer grade level, right? The Vision Pro right now is really more a developer tool than a consumer product. Excellent idea for a vision board. Yeah, right? That's cool. Beautiful. Just add that to my library. And then, I mean, what's amazing is, like, I go to my library now, and it's just got all of this content in it that are just, you know, like, these are images that I just kind of absent-mindedly added to my library, like, while I was on a call at work. And I'm just literally like, oh, that's cool. Let me just click on that, add it to my library, add it to my library, add it to my library. Am I ever going to use these? I don't know. Look at that one. I mean, that's just creative. It's janky, it's weird, it's surreal, it's beautiful. Question, would GPT improved in a way we can create handmade images and take it to the next level? Yes. I think that so you can already, to a degree, so let me grab this. I'm going to save this image. I'm going to show you something fun. So I'm going to save this image as, well, I'll just do fish. I'll just call it fish. Doesn't matter what we call it, fish. Oh, wait. Let's see. Desktop. Okay. Now, I'm going to go to ChatGPT. I'm going to flip over to ChatGPT 4. Ooh, what was that? Oh, it was nothing. Okay. I thought there was a new feature. I got all excited, people. Okay, we're in ChatGPT 4. If you don't have ChatGPT 4, I think it's like the best deal in software right now. So, ChatGPT 4 has vision. It can see, and it can make images. So, one of the things you can do with ChatGPT 4 is you can go grab an image. So, there's our fish image. And I'm just going to go describe this in as much detail as possible. And so ChatGPT is going to do that. Beautiful. And now I'm going to say, make me a 16 by 9 wide version of this image, but alter the colors. This is a thing that someone, I didn't come up with the term, but I like it, called Dolly 3 round tripping. Where you can have you have ChatGPT look at something, and then you have it make an image, and then you have it describe the image, and then you have it make another image. So there's that. Okay, great. Change the colors up. All right. Let me download this, and then I'm gonna upload it so that I can see it. I'm gonna go describe in as much detail as possible. Great. Now make a 16 by 9 wide image of that description, but make it way more extreme. What does way more extreme mean? I don't know. Let's find out. Or make it way more weird, or make it way more surreal, or make it way more photorealistic, or whatever it might be. So you could take a drawing that you draw today and do this with it. Yeah, weirder. Yeah, exactly. Corey Sandler, who's in here, is really good at this. Just sort of, oh, look at this. That's awesome. That's just fucking weird. But gorgeous. From that inspiration. Right? You can kind of see the DNA of it, but completely new and original. Make it irregular. That's great. Okay. So I'm now in edit mode. And so I'm just going to say, make this more irregular. So it's now going to give me a version of this. Yeah. That's more irregular. Cozier, stranger, voluptuous, funnier. Yep, exactly. But I think irregular is the one to do, Corey. But isn't that what Station does in DecoHere? Yeah, it is. Let's go. Even more irregular, exclamation point. Oh, I got something fun to try. Make it more like us. Bizarre. Make it underwater in a cavern. Let's see what it comes up with. That's wild. Give it a turtle shell. Next time someone tells you that AI are just predictive engines that are stochastic parrots that just copy and paste what everyone else has done and don't do anything original, do this with them. Go have it write a song. Go to Decohere Station. Now let's go. Okay, so let's close this. So let's grab this. Oh, you know what we're gonna do? No, I know what we're gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna download this, which I did. I'm gonna re-upload it. I might not have to re-upload this each time, but I know this will work. So I'm gonna put this in, and I'm gonna go describe this in as much detail as possible. So we started with this lovely, timid, beautiful little image, if not a little disturbing, and we ended up with that crazy ass thing. And now we're going to grab that long prompt. We're going to go back to DecoHere. We're going to go to create. We're going to pop in that prompt. And let's see what it does. Oh, cool. Love that one. Okay. Whatever. Bang. Make a station. I wasn't paying attention. Which combination of tools do we see here? Okay, with the fish. So I started with DecoHere. I started with this image. Then I went to ChatGPT, uploaded that image, had it describe it, had it make an image from the description, had it describe that, had it made an image from that description. Then I said, make it more irregular, which that one's pretty good and irregular. And then I said, add a turtle shell, and it did that. Then I had it describe that, and then we went back to DecoHere, and, I lost my create thing, so we'll do it again. So I'm going to pop in, oh yeah, I lost my my station. That's okay. So we're going to pop in that description. That one's kind of cool. Now I'm going to turn that into a station. And now we'll just have a bunch of infinitely weird turtle-inspired crazy-ass irregular fish. Or foxes. Sea turtles. Mermaids. Oh, look at that dragon. So, here's a really good example of, now we're in a completely different area. I can turn this into a station. Whether or not I'm going to get double dragon heads, probably not, but we'll see. Yeah. So now we're in a completely different creative space than we were 5 minutes ago. What a great logo, right? Every one of these is an original just creation, plucked out of the latent space. Right? Nuts. Here, I'll share the if you go to the AI Salon, aisalon.mn.co, and go to the irregulars, and I'm going to share cool things, and I'm just going to pop in. I'm going to pop in that station. So now if you go to that station, we'll all be looking. What's cool about stations is if you go to my station, we'll see the same images. Ones on white backgrounds, we'll see that. That one we'll see. And then any one of these, you can just click on it and turn it into a station, like crazy ass purple dragon. Dr. Bod, this is insane, isn't it? Now, you really want to blow your mind? Here's where this gets really mind-blowing. This is using a technology called SDXL from Stability AI, SDXL Turbo, that makes images really, really quickly. And this is just a clever interface for it. But we're gonna have similar technologies for songs, for words, for problems, for code, for 3D worlds, for 3D objects, for animations, for movies. So imagine having a tool that's just as intuitive as this, where you can switch between those different kinds of self-expression. So you find an image that you like here and you go, ooh, turn that into a poem. And then you love the poem and you go, turn that into a song. And then you love the song and you're like, ooh, turn that into a music video. And then the music video has some cool image in it and you're like, oh, take the image at, second 37 and turn that into a station. We're going to be able to literally navigate through hyper-personalized creative output that we can either sit back passively like this or jump in and get really active with it like we did when we wrote the song last night. Or a vacation request. Exactly, that too. I have the impression that each station has an actual prompt tied to it. It does anti-bubbles, but what I think they're doing is I think when these stations run, I think they're slightly altering the prompts so you get some variability in it. It's too fast. I'd like to slow it down. Well, you can every one of these you can scroll down to the bottom. So if they're going too fast, you can scroll down and grab something that you liked. But yeah, it's going pretty fast. I think you probably can stop it somehow. I would think. That's a cool one. That feels very 1901. Isn't this bonkers? Fucking nuts. And John Hess, it's also like for the neurospicy people in this channel, which is a lot of us. If you've got ADHD, a tool like this is probably really good for your brain because it's like we can take in a lot of information and like just navigate quickly. If your brain is different, not like that, this might be completely overwhelming. But in that case, you can go to, other tools that have more intentionality to them. I think to automatically adjust the output speed. Yeah, I think this will get more sophisticated. They just launched this. Like this is we're looking at 4-day-old technology. Ooh, I love this one. I love the colors in this. Look at that. That's fucking gorgeous. So I'm going to add that to I added it to my library. I'm going to upscale it. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? No, Kyle, tell us. I'm going to turn it into a movie. I'm going to upscale it and turn it into a movie. So we'll go add a little creativity. So now I got that going. And then I'm going to make a movie of it. Boom. Okay. So then I can go back to here. So now in my library, there's an upscaled version of that thing being created. There's a movie of that thing being created. And then the base one is just sitting there. That one's cool too. Some of these would make nice tattoos. And yeah, you could have this in a tattoo artist shop to help you decide. Yeah, exactly. Like, why not? Actually, there's an application to build, right? With a very little bit of programming. You could put a front end on this that's like a tattoo shop, helper, or like I'm thinking about getting a tattoo, and you can just have your prompt, your creative field, right? This thing, tattoo of a hedgehog on a turtle's back. Okay. All right. Great. So let's see. Wait, tattoo. I said of a hedgehog walking upright with a turtle. Let's see, tattoo illustration. Well, it doesn't like the multiple. Standing up with big eyes. All right, there's cute hedgehog. All right, so we'll go find one we like. Okay, there's a good one. We'll make that into a station. And then now you can, Dr. Bod, I'm blown away. I know, right? And now, so you're in the tattoo shop, right? You've got this on your phone, and you've created a station, so the station's blowing by, and then you've just grabbed a bunch of these that you think are cute. There's a hedgehog man. Okay, there's one. So great. So I'm going to add that to my library, and then I'll just let this thing keep going. Okay, that one's cute. I'm going to add that to my library. Nah, that looks like regret. That doesn't really look like a hedgehog, but it's kind of cute. Add that to my library. And then you just go to your library and you say, hey, tattoo artist, here's some ideas that I was kicking around. What do you think? That's pretty cool. All right. So here's... This is the upscale one. And then this should be the video, right? No? This is the video. I see no movement whatsoever. Whatever. All right. There you go. Make a station. Now we'll go celestial. But it's the animal tattoo. I'm blown away. I got a tattoo once the size of a dime, and I almost cried. Imagine the pain of that artwork. I have never had the guts to go tattoo route. No regrets, exactly. Oh, man alive. Ooh, that's nice. That one's really nice. It's not quite symmetrical, but janky. Everything's janky. Everything's got a little jank to it in here. That's the other thing. When you upscale these images, they get much better because the way SDXL works, it's doing very few passes to generate it, so it tends to generate things that are fairly underformed. This will be brilliant for Medcoms. I have a few ideas. Yep, absolutely. Actually, Medcoms is really interesting. Let's see. Internal structure of the workings of a muscle cell. As microphotography. Yeah, exactly. There you go. Now, imagine, so let's make a station out of this. Imagine, this is where, this is again where existing human experience makes a huge difference. To me, all of this just looks the same, right? To someone who's got medical experience, you're going to be able to look at this and go, oh, that's actually really close, right? That's actually really close to what I'm looking for. And look, that's funny, it's doing stuff that's not anywhere close to muscle cells. But, I mean, some of these are beautiful. Look at that. Right? Holy shit. Great idea. And look, a kitty too. Look, it's the inside of a muscle cell. You didn't know this little critter was in your body, did you? Well, sir, good news and bad news. Good news, we fixed your heart. Bad news. Crazy. All right, let's make a movie out of this one. We'll do movement of 7.7. Let's see what kind of crazy, disturbing ass stuff that comes up with. About that second row of teeth. That's pretty cool. Yeah, let's go back here. We'll go cross section of an incredibly colorful geode backlit by golden hour sun. Turn that into a station. You just plop this in a doctor's office. With the beaver. And the turtle. I like turtles. Nice geode, Jim. You been working out? Oh. Sorry, Bruce. This is a kind of a cool station because it's so random what we're getting. Look at this. That's so cool. All right, let's go look at our... Here you go. This is exactly what happens in your cell when you eat a candy bar. Don't eat candy, children. Do you want your cells struggling like this? No, you want your cells calm and peaceful. This is 2 Skittles. A red one and a green one, if you're curious. What are we playing with tonight? This is DecoHere. That's what I say every time I think an image is analyzed. Bad news, we lost the kitten. Oh, yeah, Google it. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, there's another thing you can do here. Oh, this was something I wanted to try. So if you go to create, I can upload an image of me or of whoever. Let's see, Kyle. These are my fake. Oh yeah, there we go. We'll upload that, dude. These are my fake AI headshots. That's my sexy cowboy. Hey, sexy cowboy here. How you doing? Let's see. We'll do Real estate agent showing a house in New York City. Where's my mouse? Where are you, Mousy? Let's go get. Okay, good. With the hard hat, let's turn this into a station, and see if, like, what I don't know is like how much of this image is it going to bring into the station? Like, is it going to keep that character? No, it's not. Okay. So it's just a person and real estate. Actually, that looks very much like New York City. Oh no, that looks like London. This is cool. All right, that was a bad experiment. But that's why we play here, people. All right, my eyes are going buggy. Woo! Friday night date night. That was some fun. Well, we listened to some music. We didn't make anything really tonight. Well, though we did make stations. We made a lot of stuff tonight. Just a different mode, right? Like it's not like, here's the thing. That way of making images isn't better than something else. It's just different. And I think the thing to, if there's a takeaway that I would leave you with, it's, if you didn't know this is possible, now you do. And if you're ever sitting there thinking like, well, I don't know what to come up with. Well, tough shit. Like, if you want to come up with something, then there's now tools where you can just do this. Boom. Instant ideas. Instant. Right? I like the persistent feature. Thank you, Kyle. So many things happening so fast. I love it. I know, Cam. It's crazy, isn't it? I've been too busy working in AI for the last few months, coming back into the group. Oh, welcome back, Ugly Man. Nice. Welcome back. This is a station that you like. I like this one a lot. You click on this lower left-hand side, and you go to Now Playing, and you can say Save the Station. And so if I go to my saved stations, these are all things that I really liked. Like this was a cool one that was like 1970s slot machines or something like that, or arcade games. And they're just like crazy, surreal, kind of hyper-realistic, 70s slot machines at sunset or at dusk or whatever it was. Look at that. Look how cool that is. So that is just, you go to your saved stations, and you can do that. Or you can go to trending and see what other people are looking up. But like, I'll grab that one because that one's super cool. Like, look at these little cassette tape looking things. I mean, come on. You want to do greeting cards? Just, tell it to make you like an illustration study in a particular style, and then turn it into a station. And then just, if you spent 15 minutes just saving your best picks from a decently prompted station, crazy, right? I just used GPT-4 to pass a state test. I cut and pasted every question and got 100%. Okay, there you go. Can't wait till next week where something else will come out. I know. Listen, do you want to hear something weird? I actually feel like we're in a calm before a storm right now. Like this tool and Udio, there's a couple of things that are live right now that are new and pretty remarkable. But everyone's kind of waiting for what ChatGPT is about to do. And they're about to drop, I don't know if you know this, May 9th, next Thursday, OpenAI is launching a search engine. So imagine Perplexity, if you've ever played with that, but from OpenAI with ChatGPT 4 behind it. It could be crazy. Could be like crazy good. We'll see. And then sometime, well, then we got May 7th is an Apple event where I think it's just an iPad event. I don't think there's anything interesting there. But you've got the Worldwide Developer Conference in June 10th, I think. And then probably sometime after that, GPT-5 is going to, or 4.5, the next version of whatever OpenAI is going to give us is rumored to be coming out in June or July. So we're not that far away from more crazy shit. So just breathe, play, just dick around. Keep coming back to these things. Anyway, if you want to support this channel, a couple of ways you can do it. You can follow me. You can subscribe to the lives. That makes a big difference for me. You can buy the video series in the corner here called Underhyped. That's a bunch of videos that talk about the significance of AI, why I think it's underhyped, actually. Me putting in for a day off on May 9th. I know. Well, don't do it yet, because it hasn't been announced that they're doing it, but it seems pretty likely that it's coming. I would say just pay attention to Twitter over the next few days, and let's make sure it's actually going to happen. And we never know. Like, you know, when the GPT store came out, we all got excited and thought it was going to be awesome, and it was a piece of shit. So OpenAI search could be the same thing, or it could be absolutely revolutionary, which that would be kind of cool. I use ChatGPT 4 as my search engine. Yeah, I do too. I rarely use Google anymore. Rarely. What tools are there for designing and getting my thoughts down for an app? I would go to futurepedia.io and just look up app development. There's probably a bunch of specialized ones out there, but quite frankly, sketch ideas on a whiteboard, take a picture of it and upload it to ChatGPT and tell it to describe your whiteboard, describe the app, and then help you start refining it. You'll be blown away what it can do. Well, yeah, will it be as good as the GPT store, Kyle? Yeah, exactly. That's the risk of getting all excited about the OpenAI search engine, is it could suck. Sponsor the AI Learning Lab. Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, cool. Our agency went all in on Copilot. It's okay. Yeah, Copilot's, because it's Microsoft, the safety guardrails on it are really shitty. And it's not ChatGPT. It's just not as good. Not as good. Anyway. Ask Kyle about Storyvine for your needs. Yeah, Dr. Bod, if you're looking to do video storytelling with people authentically telling their stories, that's what Storyvine does. Oh, look, I'm wearing an ad right now. It's backwards. There you go. Guided video. See? Is Storyvine like Vyond? I don't know Vyond. Storyvine is, we've got an app that guides an end user. So you create a template for a specific story. So if it's a patient, and if Pfizer wants their patients to tell their diagnosis journey, for example, we'll create what we call a video guide, which is a series of prompts that guides that patient step by step through telling their story. So what's your name and when were you diagnosed? How did it feel when you heard the news? How have you been treating it? How's it going? Things like that. So they answer a series of questions in our app that serves as the virtual director. Those clips go up to the cloud. 5 minutes later, you've got a fully edited video. And now we created a thing called the Authenticity Engine, which is an AI-powered tool that you take that video, you put it into the Authenticity Engine, and it spews out a blog post, hashtags, a title, description, key messages. It's so cool. This AI stuff's amazing. All right, cool. So I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you, irregulars. Thank you, mods, for hanging out tonight. Hope this was helpful. Hope it was fun. I think that that Stations is just a new paradigm of, just experiencing AI with a little bit of direction, and I'm really excited about it. Very fun and educational. Good, unless you toggle for mirror your video in settings live, far bottom right. Here's the problem. We in Storyvine's app, like mirroring video, like the amount of complexity for getting that intuitive is unbelievable. But the way TikTok has implemented it, it's weird because if you mirror the video, if I move left, my image moves right, and vice versa, and it's very disconcerting. I can't get used to it, so you'll just have to deal with all my shit being backwards. Because I can't take the way they've implemented their mirroring. Are you invisible tomorrow? Oh yeah, that's the other thing. I'm gonna shift things up now. Now that I've hit a year, listen, people. I committed to doing daily lives 7 nights a week for a year, and I did it with a couple of minor exceptions. We're probably in the 340 days out of 365 range. I'm going to take weekends off. So you've got weekends off too, especially mods and irregulars. Take the weekend off. Have a nice weekend. I'm going to do the same. I'm going to take that time and like we're about to enter a whole new era of acceleration with this stuff. So take some rests. Chill out. Have a nice weekend, and I will be back Monday. Okay. If anything happens over the weekend, I may go live spontaneously, but I'm not planning on it. So thank you for that reminder. You may owe us a few of those timeouts. Yeah, exactly. Oh, no, Angelique. Yeah, I know. How are you going to get to sleep? All right, everybody. This was fun. Hope you had fun. Happy Friday night. Have a good weekend.